Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to SMC with Arewa. My name is Arewa. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, can they click on that subscribe button and don't forget to on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever I drop a new video, so you can come and check it out. Also, this is a Yoruba and English channel, so thank you so much guys once again for joining me. Thank you for your love. Thank you for coming back to this channel. My name is Arewa. Once again, I welcome you to social media cut with Mwah. If you are new, welcome. I hope you stay. For the returning fans, thank you for stopping by once again. Don't forget, for your advert, your support, donation, or any discussion whatsoever, my number is going to be on the screen. You can contact me anytime, WhatsApp or call. Thank you once again guys. I really appreciate you. Welcome. Let's get into the main cocoa. Apparently, Sam Larry and Naira Marley has been granted a bail of 20 million naira each. I'm going to read that and speak about that. But I just want to quickly say something before that. I said it when this case started that court case is not one with emotions. It's not one with emotions. It's not won by protest. The protest way now way that you guys did the other time. Like, what's the use? What for? Court case is not one with emotions. It's you have to prove with reasonable doubt. You have to present evidence. In the whole of social media, there is nowhere there will be held for assault and bullying. What is the penalty for assault and bullying in Nigeria? Probably they will just find them probably 200,000, 300,000, 500,000. That's it. According to Nigeria Constitution. Okay? There is no video on the social, there is nowhere on social media that we see a video that Naira Marley laid a hand on Mohbad, that he bullied Mohbad or assaulted him. There is no witness. Instead of people to be gathering evidences, eyewitnesses, people that can come out and said, yes, I saw them, this is the evidence. Bella Shmurda and the rest of it, Small Doctor and the rest of them, they call themselves friend of Mohbad. Can they come out to come and testify? Can they come out to come and testify that, yes, Sam Larry bullied him, I was there, I was Shigba, I was Agbon? The video of Sam Larry, the only video of Sam Larry that we saw, where Mohbad was shooting a video with a Totoro Koro. That's the Totoro Koro, where he was shooting a video with a Z10. We just saw him come out and the rest of it. Sam Larry came out and said, "Òun sanwó show kan fún ni, kò ṣe kíni, kò ṣe show yẹn, kò dé dówó padà." I said it then before that, even before Mohbad met Naira Marley, he already knows Sam Larry. Sam Larry gbé oríṣiríṣi iṣẹ́ fún Mohbad. He took Mohbad travel for work many times that even his boss, Naira Marley, will not be aware of it. He knew Sam Larry before Naira Marley. I told you, people started the case with emotions. The narrative that Sam Larry and Naira Marley, you people were jumping up and down. They had nothing to do with his death. The people that find the boys, the people that were with 72 hours to his death, those are what we are supposed to be looking at. But we are all busy shouting Sam Larry and Naira Marley. There's nowhere, there's no evidence, there's nothing, there's nowhere that Naira Marley laid a hand on Sam Larry, on Mohbad. There's no evidence anywhere. There's no video. There's no eyewitness. There's no audio. There's nothing that he bullied or laid a hand or assaulted him. There is nothing. Instead of us to be gathering evidences, eyewitnesses, people that will come out. Emela and Bella Shmurda Z10, are they ready to come out to testify? Are they ready? Court case is not won by emotions. It's not won by emotions. You have to present your evidence. You have to present evidence, a concrete one. Because the Naira Marley and Sam Larry too, I want to understand it on jà fún wọn. Like, they ain't gonna sit down. Their lawyers too are gonna, àwọn yẹn náà máa ṣiṣẹ́ owó tán gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn. Court case is not by emotions. Kinikan. There's nothing like that in court. Adájọ́ wà interested nínú gbogbo yẹn. Nínú gbogbo BS, adájọ́ wà interested. Are there eyewitnesses? Are there people that are willing to come out to testify in court? Are they? Those are the evidences that are supposed to be gathering. But no, they were putting videos. There's a video. The only way he mentioned Naira Marley was where he said if you find is Naira Marley. And there's another audio of where he himself was saying if you find that it is his wife and his family. There's another audio where he was saying pé tóun bá kú o, ìyàwó òun àtàwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ ló pa òun. If you're going to hold Naira Marley that he said if you find it's Naira Marley, there's another audio of him, the same person, still saying that if you find it is his wife and his family. Ṣé rò pé lawyer Naira Marley náà ní sọ yẹn mọ́rọ̀ ní tó bá dé court ni? Ó máa sọ mọ́rọ̀. And Naira Marley too have evidences where he was even speaking to him and said, "Ó fẹ́ para ìgbà tó bọ́ta tó sọ pé èmi tó bá kú tán kíníkan where that one was apologizing pé kó má bínú bó ṣe ń ṣòwò nígbà yẹn ni." Court case is not one with emotions. Ẹ̀yin Nigeria kì í gbọ́. Like you people don't want to, if tẹ́ bá ti gbọ́ nǹkan tí ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ báyìí, ẹ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa ṣépè fún blogger yẹn nìyẹn. If that blogger is not saying what you want to hear, you begin to abuse and curse that person. Meanwhile, at the end of the day, what that person is saying is what's going to happen at the end of the day. Case it on Naira Marley and Sam Larry want to grant wọn níbi kí ló ti kù. Ṣé 20 million naira àwọn oníwọ̀n ní sàn ni. I can't start any 20 million naira yẹn gan lọ in the first place. I can't wo gan lọ. Remember they came voluntarily to get to the root of the matter. Because they were not arrested. They came voluntarily. You think you think the lawyer that they will employ will not work their own work. Wọ́n rò pé ṣe rò pé lawyer táwọn náà lọ gbà àwọn yóò ní ṣiṣẹ́ owó wọn, àwọn yẹn máa mute ní court wọn ní sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn náà ní gbà àwọn evidences jáde. Ṣá ní eyewitness kankan tó ń gájẹ́ tó bá jáde pé yes. Òun rí báyìí evidence rí. Adé èmi làwọn Zatan ní mọ́lẹ̀ bẹ́lá. Are they ready to come to the court to testify? Are they willing to do that? They are not. They are not willing to do all that. But a bá ń sọ fún yín gbà yẹn, you people were ní gbọ́. Ẹni ẹ máa dọ̀tá yín ni. Ẹni ẹ máa ṣe kí ni? Ẹni ẹ máa dọ̀tá yín ni. We wasted a lot of time. They first say the blood that first came out and said it was an air infection. It is somebody that paid that blogger to say that person, that blogger, the person that paid that person should come out too. The person that said audio that said he saw him at the hospital took a picture. It turns out to be a lie. That it was even the brother of Wunmi that made that audio just to have an alibi. You people don't know anything. Sam Larry and those ones. The only case that I say that Naira Marley has with Mohbad is probably going to be based on the loyalty. The contract, the 3-year contract, the loyalty of the music. That's just all. But polori bully àti assault àbí pé òun ló pa yẹn kò sí nǹkan tó jọ. But on Sam Larry and there's a video of Sam Larry where he came out to say he want to, but he said he borrowed gbowó lọ́wọ́ òun kò ṣe show. Lawyer tó ń máa gbà máa sọ̀rọ̀ now. And in the video tá dẹ̀ rí yẹn kò ṣe parí tó gbé pọ́npọ́ dání tó la pọ́npọ́ mọ́ lórí àbó gbàdá dání pọ́ ṣàládà nínú video tá rí yẹn. So there's a lot of things. Court case is not one with emotions. Ó di bàtà bá lẹ́yìn yẹn. Any blogger tó bá ti sàn kó tẹ́ fẹ́ gbọ́ tó bá ti parọ́ fún yín tó bá ti ṣe kíní kan fún yín, you start abusing that person. At the end of the day, what that person is saying is what's going to come. I said it from day one. A lot of you people come and say mo ń support Sam Larry àbí mo ń support Naira Marley ìgbà kan àwo kan. Kò ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ni leave sentiment. I always say that on my own platform I don't do sentiment. Just the same way I'm always advocating that DNA should be done. In fact, if they can mandate DNA kó bá ti bí mo lọ hospital or láti ṣe DNA kó tó gbọ́ mo kúrò, it should honestly, and if it could be pé kókó máa wọ expensive kò bá make sense. Mo tún ti join sọ́dọ̀ DNA. Look at the issue of a recent show of Kokoro Alate, a man that has 4 children. 4 of those children, none of it is his own. The firstborn was 16 years old. Imagine what that man is going through, taking care of another person's child from the age for 16 good years. 4 children, none of it is his own. None of those children is his own. Tí máa sọ̀rọ̀ DNA gbogbo ẹ̀yin obìnrin máa pè mí, máa sọ pé obìnrin ó yẹ kí n máa support obìnrin ni, báwo ṣe máa support pé kó máa ṣe DNA ìgbà kan àwo kan. Asa bí mo ṣe jóbìnrin, I fear my gender. I fear my gender. Bí n bá bí ọmọ bọ́kọ mi bá náà ò ṣe DNA fúnra mi, máa ṣe DNA fúnra mi fọ́mọ mi. The way I'm always advocating for DNA, supporting it 24 hours, a lot of you, a lot, I get calls, I get messages, people who abuse me and say that how can I be advocating for DNA, that women should be, does that mean the husbands are... Tomani can share DNA for probably maybe 20th century, 21st century to all firstborn. Majority le madaru. Especially lórí àkọ́bí, first and second born. Majority, plenty homes will scatter. Plenty homes will what? Will scatter. Will scatter. Plenty homes will scatter. Because women, obìnrin. Me personally, there's a lot of cases that I even undo off ground that I don't even bring on social media. There was a case of an Alhaji that he is married. He has 2 children already with his wife, and they want to have more kids. But they later found out that the husband has low sperm count. He took a lot of things and stuff, but the wife wasn't getting pregnant. He had another woman outside. That one gave birth to 2 children. Later, the wife knew about it, told the wife about it. The wife was fighting tooth and nail and say, lie. Those children are not his husband's children because the husband has low sperm count. That that those children are not his own. That the husband should do DNA for those children. They brought the case. I told the Alhaji that no problem, do the DNA. But at least we might be thinking those children are not yours, and they might turn out to be yours. And those children will probably feel bad later in the future that they have to be doing DNA on them for you to accept them as their child. That Kuku do DNA for all your children, both the one that your wife at home, both those 2 children that she bought for you, do DNA for all of the 4. When they do the DNA, guess what? The wife that was shouting that those 2 children that the other woman bought, that it is a lie, that Omo Ale one that the husband had low sperm count, that he wasn't responsible for those children. The first child that she had for Alhaji is negative. It was Kokonshomo Alhaji. Ìyàwó tó ń jà wípé ọmọ méjì tí obìnrin kan bí fọ́kọ òun níta pé irọ́ ni pọ́mọ àlè ni pé ọkọ òun ní low sperm count. Òun ò lóyún ilé, báwo lóbìnrin ta ṣe máa lóyún máa ṣe bímọ méjì pé irọ́ ló pa pé òun ò gbà pé kí ọkọ òun ṣe DNA fáwọn ọmọ tó bí àwọn ọmọ obìnrin yẹn. Èmi mo ní kí má nìyẹn pé kó ṣe DNA fún gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yẹn together, torí ó lè dọjọ́ ọ̀la ní ìsìnká láti sọ pé àwọn ọmọ yòó ń ṣọmọ ẹ̀ kó jẹ́ pé ọmọ ẹ̀ ni wọ́n, ọmọ ilé máa feel bad, kọ́mọ wọ́n lè wà resentful sí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ bàbá wọn àti àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn tí ìyàwó ti lé fẹ́ tó bí. Kúkú ṣe gbogbo ẹ ṣe gbogbo fún gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yẹn. Alhaji yẹn dẹ̀ gbọ́ sí mi lẹ́nu níjọ́ yẹn, and we proceeded. When the result came out, ọmọ méjì tí bàbá bí síta, méjèèjì ni ọmọ bàbá. Nínú ọmọ méjì tí ìyàwó ilé tó dájà lẹ̀ tó bí, àkọ́bí ẹ̀ kò ń ṣàlàjì lónìí, ó wà negative. Imagine that. Ó wà negative. Imagine that. And she was the one that was shouting, that was fighting. Imagine that. That's another case. That's something to even learn from. Just because a man has a low sperm count does not mean he cannot impregnate a woman. There are some women that a low sperm count man can actually impregnate. There is. And low sperm count is not a disease. It's not something that it is a curable one. But people are impotent. That's it. When I'm always shouting DNA, a lot of you women will be calling me and be saying that kí má máa support DNA, kí má máa ṣe gbá, kí má máa ṣàgbọ̀n. Look at it. Kéèyàn bí ọmọ mẹ́rin fẹ́yàn, mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin kò sí ètò jẹ́ téèyàn ń bẹ̀. Àkọ́bí is 16 good years. Imagine taking care of another person's child for 16 years. 4 children, none of it is his own. Look at the man, I'm sure you all saw the video, crying like a baby. All his investment, gbogbo owó gbogbo ara tó ti ná lórí àwọn ọmọ yẹn, kó má wá jẹ́ kankan tó jẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ nínú gbogbo ẹ̀. Kó má wá jẹ́ kankan tó jẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ nínú gbogbo ẹ̀. Let's move on, guys. Let's move on. So we got the breaking news that Sam Larry and Naira Marley has been granted bail. I think like 3 or 4 days or 5 days ago, they countersued the government or the police that they just kept them without charging them for any offense. They just kept them, and it is a law of fundamental human rights. They just locked them up for over 30 days, which of course that they came voluntarily to aid the investigation into the death of Mohbad. So how can somebody that come voluntarily and then you detain the person for 30 days without charging the person, telling the person what the person did, charging the person to court or anything like that? Just keep them locked up. So the Sam Larry and Naira Marley respectively asked their lawyer to sue the police and they stop and all those. I'm sure you all saw that. Then breaking news is now that Sam Larry and the Naira Marley has been granted bail with 3 shorty, with each to pay, I think, 20 million naira. I don't know, maybe it's each of them will pay that 20 million naira or both of them will pay the 20 million naira. They are to deposit their international passport and to report to the state CID every Tuesday. The magistrate wants that if anyone calls a number, it will be recorded and played in the open court. I think what the magistrate means by that is that if anybody called her in respect to both of them probably pleading with her or wanting to discuss the case or be wanting to bribe her or whatever the case may be, that such conversations, whoever the person is going to be recorded. Even if the governor call and say lórí ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Sam Larry àti Naira Marley, àbí if na the president, that it will be recorded and it will be played. So I think that is what the magistrate means by that. Now, all well and good with the 3 shorties, all those ones are not going to be hard for both of them to get. The only question that I want to ask is, wait, in which account are they going to pay that 20 million naira? Whose account will they pay that 20? Let's say, I don't know, maybe it's each of them that will pay that 20 million, because as far as we know, bail is supposed to be free in Nigeria. So why are they demanding them to pay 20 million naira for bail? A whole of 20 million naira for bail, when they are not even the killer of Mohbad. They are not being charged to be the killer of Mohbad. So in which account, if both of them are to pay the 20 million, that is 10 million naira each, or if each of them is to pay the 20 million, that's 40 million naira for both of them. The only question is, abeg, in account, which account are they paying that money? In whose account is that money going to? Is that bail money, like bail, like I don't understand how that bail money is that high. Like I don't understand. I can't magistrate court ni àbí court yẹn ni wọ́n máa sanwó yẹn sí ni àbí. Abájọ, no wonder that the EFCC and the police, àbí the army, àbí the soldier, then they were fighting over Emefiele then when he was arrested, àbí whatever. Then both of them were fighting, probably because of the bail money that if you fall into the police, and the police people will be the one to collect the bail and enjoy the money, and if it is the EFCC, they will be the one to enjoy the bail money or be whatever. But then, apart from the death of all these things, so they are literally using Mohbad. Many people are using Mohbad to make money. The police made money. The celebrities that are shouting justice made money. Even the wife, everybody is just making money over the death of this boy. Mohbad, ìlérí Olúwa, sunre.
ìrèdè ẹ máa yọ̀ torí ń tẹ̀ ń wá lọ Sókótó ti wà lápò ṣòkòtò yín. Legacy Food ní gbogbo tó jọmọ́ oúnjẹ lẹ́wà àti tòkè òkun ti bá rọrùn dé. Ọ̀gá ni wọ́n nínú kábániṣètò oúnjẹ ṣé tilẹ̀ wa ni àbí tòkè òkun Continental Foods. Bá a ṣe ń distribute ní Nàìjíríà bẹ́ẹ̀ là ń ṣe káàkiri òkè òkun. Àwọn oúnjẹ aládìídùn tá a ti package bí ẹja gbígbẹ, ọ̀fadà rice, èlùbọ́, gàrí, irú, ẹ̀wà olóyin àtàwọn oríṣiríṣi ohun ìsebẹ̀. Báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ sí ní Legacy Foods? Bá a ṣe ń tà á lẹ́jẹ̀wọ̀n làǹfààní tún wà fún àwọn aláràtúntà láti wá kó lọ́pọ̀ yanturu pẹ̀lú owó péréte. Tẹ́sí máa rí èrè lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Dádì, mọ́mì, gbogbo ẹ̀yin ilé ìtajà ìgbàlódé tó jẹ́ ti oúnjẹ. Ẹ má làágùn jìnnà. Tí yín ni láti rán Legacy Food níṣẹ́, á sì jẹ bó ti tó àti bó ti yẹ. Bó sì ṣe àwọn aláṣẹ ìgbàlódé tó jẹ́ ojúlówó lẹ́yìn fẹ́. Legacy Food ní ẹ kàn sí because we are modern and culture service provider. Láti bá wa dòwò pọ̀, ẹ kàn sí Legacy Foods tó wà ní Nàìjíríà. Lake Holland International Limited, Mesa Village, Kọ́bápẹ́, Abẹ́òkúta. Telephone 0902-022-5804. Tàbí lórílẹ̀-èdè Amẹ́ríkà ní Legacy Africana Market, 671 Bay Street, Thousand Island, New York, 10304. Telephone +192-935-35385. Ní Legacy Foods, we set the legacy.
Let's get into it. First and foremost, it is said that maybe it's Eyewitness or a maid of Mohbad, came out and commented and said some things. Let me read what the supposed maid said. Listen, let me read. Then we'll analyze it. He said, Wunmi and Mohbad had an argument from the show, which extended to the house. When they got home, the fight escalated. Mohbad got really angry and out of order. He was physically fighting with Wunmi, and the people around them joined to separate them. But Mohbad started fighting with all of them. That was why the guy in the car, which is Wunmi's brother, got a swollen eye. During the fight, Wunmi got a knife from the zinc and attempted to stab Mohbad, saying that Mohbad quickly raised his hand to cover, and he got stabbed in the hand. That is why they did not go to the hospital, but instead called a nurse to come home to treat him, because they know that questions will be asked and Mohbad will talk. They continued to drug him, but unfortunately, the hand got infected because he had been stabbed with a dirty knife. They called the nurse to come home so as to cover up. Wunmi and the rest will not talk because they made an oath. They don't snitch in their caucus. It is a sin to snitch. The boy with open gap in his teeth that was in the car with Mohbad, his wife and others, that was crying, Mohbad is dead, Mohbad is dead. It was the one that came out to lie initially that he took pictures with Mohbad at the hospital just to lay an alibi, just to cover up. Exactly, that was what happened. I'm sure you all heard what I read, and I'm not 100% saying this is what happened, but tabanika fi ojú inú wò, ẹ̀yin àgbà tabanika fi ojú ṣùnùkùn wò nǹkan tí mo kà yìí, nǹkan tẹ́ni tó sọ̀rọ̀ yìí tó kọ yìí. Tabanika fi ojú ṣùnùkùn wò, critically look at it and analyze it. You will know that some of the things this person said correlate, and the thing just correlate, and it just made perfect sense in that scenario. If you act that scenario, just look at that scenario, it makes absolutely sense. I'm not saying all of it, but at least with what this person said, logically thinking about it, you will know that there's some particles of truth in it. But that the wound got infected because he was stabbed with a dirty knife, I don't know. Perhaps when he was stabbed, because even for a wound to get infected, it's going to take days, probably anything ranging from 5 to 7 days for a wound to get infected. So I don't think the wound will get infected. Even if you are stabbed with a dirty knife, it won't get infected immediately. It's going to take days, probably like 4 to 5 to 7 days. But then if you got stabbed on that Sunday night that they got maybe struck Monday, that fight will escalate till because when they will leave the show, it's going to be early in the morning, already. So I'm not sure. I think, and truly, when I spoke about the fight he had with Prime Boy, they had the fight where they were crowd. They will separate them. He had bodyguard. So with the bodyguard open eye down for Mohbad to the beshe with Prime Boy, and they won't do anything to hold him, a bit to hold Prime Boy. And besides, if it is the fight that he had with Prime Boy, it is his hand that will get wounded. But when we said the place that was wounded, it was his arm where there was a cut. So what this person said, that he was stabbed, but when that Wunmi wanted to stab him, then he dodged with his hand, it made perfect sense according to where that wound in his arm is. Maybe that was why there was so much blood that the father said he saw plenty blood. Even the testifier in court said there was blood, so he had to clean that the cloth he wore that day, they had to wash it and clean it. And still yet, they still saw blood, I think, on their bed sheet and everything. Wunmi's mother's younger sister also said they saw blood too. They saw blood too. So it makes no sense that they fight on Sunday, so he bleeded till that Tuesday and they saw still blood. I'm not sure it is the wound that got infected. I think when they stabbed him, fine, they will not take him to the hospital on purpose because he will talk. Maybe when they stabbed him, you remember they said he ate an Indomie. If this case is not serious, they will try to want to pin this case on the boy that cooked that Indomie and the nurse. You say I say Maripe mo son kokon boro ise nlo. Wunmi will want to clear her hand that she's not the one that prepared the Indomie, that it is his brother. If the brother put the Indomie on fire and probably walked out, if you want to put drug in it, she can quickly enter and put the drug in it. And our own brother is even in the house as well. Mohbad's brother might not know that even maybe the Indomie that he cooked, because they said he ate Indomie, that he even vomited all the Indomie. Do not forget, the nurse friend said he fainted, that they poured water on him before the nurse got there. But yeah, wound there, I'm sure maybe they were putting some substances on it for the wound probably to stop bleeding. Maybe that is where the infection comes from. And they didn't want to take him to hospital. Not because he does not want to go. If they stab him, he himself will want to go to hospital. Probably they drugged him to sleep. Want drug soon. Because if he got stabbed with his bleeding, he does not. The story that he does not want to go to hospital, that they said he does not want to go to hospital, that's why they called the nurse. I don't believe that he will say that. With the blood and the stab, I'm not sure Mohbad will say that. The story that that maybe when they shook him, they now drugged him, knocked him unconscious. Then they started calling police because they can't take him to the hospital, because when they get to the hospital and he remain conscious back, he will talk. So this story, with what I just read about this maid, the thing makes sense, and it correspond. Like if you say we will look at it critically and analyze it, the thing makes sense. It made sense. That wound is not a wound of two men fighting a share. Look at where the wound is. So I'm sure what this person said that Wunmi stabbed him. There's in my own mind, I'm thinking there's 85% chance that it is true. Maybe that is why they can't take him. Hence why they could not take him to the hospital. And probably the Indomie that they said he ate. Wunmi will want to say Unkolo say Indomie fun. Brother Unkolo say Indomie fun. Àbúrò ẹ̀ ló say Indomie. Àbúrò ẹ̀ tó gbé Indomie kọjá, ó lè sáré rán níṣẹ́ pé wá sáré lọ bá mú nǹkan wá lókè. Kan ti fi nǹkan tán bẹ̀rẹ̀ sínú Indomie ká àbúrò yẹn tó dé sálẹ̀ padà. Ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ní Mohbad jẹ́ pé bọ̀ later ó bi Indomie yẹn nígbà tó ń fún lábẹ́rẹ́ tàbí nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. I'm not sure it's the one that does not want to go to the hospital. He was unconscious. Bí àwọn sáré drug ẹ̀ kó wá unconscious. Or wọ́n sáré pe nurse kó sáré wá clean up àti gbogbo ẹ̀. Nítorí ẹ̀ náà ṣe lè gbé lọ hospital. A lot is going on in this case. But let us keep quiet and be looking out the whole scenario. For those of you that called me and say you are looking forward to what we want to say tomorrow. Well, me, I'm not looking forward to it because there is going to be everything Wunmi is going to say tomorrow. Only 10 is going to be the truth. The rest is going to be a lie. Until rehearse, I'm sure Iyabo Ojo knows exactly what happened, but they are backing and covering Wunmi up. They are backing and covering Wunmi up. Remember, those people that are involved in this matter have money. There's something that they are not saying. Wunmi knows what happened to her husband, but she doesn't want to talk. I didn't even know that Wunmi's brother was living in that house. No wonder, if you look at the video where they announced that he's dead, Wunmi was inside the car. We didn't even hear any noise. There's a lot of things that Wunmi did, or that people that were supporting him did, that will not make Mohbad's father want to forgive her. Nígbà tí wọ́n kú tán, people started going to his house. Bàbá tó mọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀, bàbá tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ ẹ̀ ó ti kú. Ìgbà tó ń sick tí nǹkan ṣe ẹ̀ pé bàbá ẹ̀. Ìgbà tó kú tán lẹ wá pé bàbá ẹ̀ pé kó wá wò kú ọmọ ẹ̀. Lẹ pé bàbá ẹ̀ pé kó wá wò, ìgbà tó ń sick tó ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ pé ẹ wá pé bàbá ẹ̀ pé kó wá wò òkú ọmọ. Bàbá wá dé bá òkú ọmọ. Ìjọ́ kejì ẹ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbé kámẹ́rà lọ sílé ẹ̀. The voice note of we saw him at the hospital, we took picture, it was a lie. They're just pushing different narrative out. When they push the narrative of Naira Marley and Sam Larry, that some people that have sense started saying, they are not even in the cabin. Was it Naira Marley that came to call the nurse for them? Ṣé òun ló lọ pè nurse wá fún wọn? Àbó mọ nurse rí. Ṣé òun ló lọ pè nurse wá? Àbó òun ló bá wọn jà? Àbó tẹ̀lé wọn lọ sí Kòròdú lọ show? Àbó òun ló gbé show fún? Àbó òun ló wà tí Wunmi jọjà? They said the fight escalated to the house. I believe that one. No wonder Prime Boy said he was calling Wunmi the next day pé òun fẹ́ wá gbé báàgì òun tó wà nínú mọ́tò. That Wunmi said pé kó má wá. You remember Prime Boy said even when he went to collect it, maybe his manager, he was the one that went to collect the bamuteti gbàgbé continue so that it was ẹnu gate. Wọ́n ṣílẹ̀kùn kó wọlé, ẹnu gate ni wọ́n kọ̀ ra ṣí gate kékeré, wọ́n pass báàgì yẹn sí. Bóyá Prime Boy ló náà lọ gba báàgì yẹn àbí manager òun. Wọ́n kọ̀ ra pass báàgì yẹn fún lẹ́nu gate kékeré, wọ́n ṣílẹ̀kùn kó wọlé. So they covered a lot of things up. Tí wọ́n bá dì lórí àbúrò Mohbad tó ṣe Indomie yẹn díẹ̀ ló máa kù. Ìyá Mohbad tó ń follow tó jẹ́ pé ó fi ẹbí ẹ̀ lẹ̀, tó jẹ́ pé Wunmi ló wá ń follow kiri nítorí àtẹnujẹ, torí owó. Ó mà ṣe mí láàánú o. Bàbá Mohbad gangan òun ló sọ ògo nù. Ẹ mọ̀ kí Mohbad is his father's investment. Ọmọ tí yàn ti tọ́ tó wá jẹ́ pé ó dìgbà kó jókòó kó máa jẹun ọmọ tó jìyà lé lórí. kó wá ṣe kí ni, kóbìnrin kan wá mú orí ẹ̀ sábẹ́, kó wá jẹ́ kóbìnrin kan àtàwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ àwọn ló wá ń tàn ní, àwọn ló wá ń dà ríboríbo, àwọn ló wá ń remote control ẹ̀ dání. Kò sí òbí náà tó wà nílé ayé tínú ẹ̀ máa yọ sírú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, tó máa yọ sírú obìnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àbírú ẹbí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ìjóbìnrin ìjọkùnrin kò sí. Now another thing again, now that is out, they brought out the engagement abi the introduction picture abi video of Wunmi and Mohbad. I laugh. They are trying to I don't know exactly what. Nobody is saying that you did not marry Mohbad abi you are not his wife. Nobody is doubting that one. Obìnrin bímọ fún ẹni kò ní kó má pa ni. Obìnrin ṣàbíamọ fún èèyàn kò ní kó má pààyàn. Ọkọ jẹ́ ó jẹ́ ọkọ mi, ò ní pé kó má ṣe kó pa mí. Mo jẹ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀, yín ò ní pé kí n má ṣe kó pa ẹ́. Obìnrin bímọ fún ẹni kò ní kó má ṣe kó pa ni. Òwe àwọn bàbá wa ni wọ́n mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń sọ. Kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó ń dispute pé Wunmi ò kì í ṣe ìyàwó àbí pé kò fẹ́ traditional marriage tó ń ṣe, ó wà legal, ó wà accepted. And the DNA for Liam and stuff, Liam is Mohbad's child. Nobody's me. I don't even want to talk about that one, because that innocent boy has nothing to do with both of his parents. It's totally out of the equation. But they brought out a lot of negative things. Tó bá jẹ́ pé bí tí bàbá Mohbad ti sọ̀rọ̀ ni, ẹ máa rí gbogbo àwọn blog tó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní post ẹ̀. But tó bá ti ní ṣe nípa Wunmi, they are all biased when it comes to Wunmi. Pẹ̀lú Ìyábọ̀ Òjó àti Tonto àti gbogbo wọn. Wọ́n máa lọ gbogbo àwọn tó ń jà fún justice. Tani, look at the case of Timothy now. The wife was the one that was in the forefront, that was shouting every day, justice, justice, and even his brother. That one was the breadwinner of the family. Same with Mohbad. They were shouting. Àwọn brothers, àwọn gbogbo àwọn ẹbí ẹ̀, àwọn Timothy, gbogbo wọn ni wọ́n wà níta tí wọ́n ń pariwo justice for him, back and forth. Àti Wunmi kó jáde kó sọ pé justice for my husband. Ẹni tó yẹ kó wà ní forefront kí gbogbo èèyàn gbá tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn. Òun ni wọ́n sọ fún yín pé kò yín ní explanation kankan. Òun ló dákẹ́ tí ò sọ anything. Making we that were wanting justice look like a fool. Honestly speaking, is she even worth fighting for? Look at Timothy's wife. When Timothy's wife died, look at how that woman, woman ṣe rí ni. Look at Baba Mohbad ní òun ò wẹ̀ for close to 2 weeks to change aṣọ. Tó mourn, tó ń ṣàárò ọmọ tó kú, ọmọ ológo, kó fò ṣánlẹ̀ kó kú, kán pèèyàn pé kíyàn dé kó wá bá òkú ọmọ. Ṣé irú bàbá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ló yẹ kó tún máa rubbish? Kí ìyàwó ọmọ ẹni yẹn kó má bọ́ta kó má sọ pé ẹ fi bàbá ọkọ òun lẹ̀, kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú kú ọkọ òun. Òkú ẹ̀ òun ni bàbá dé wá bá, tí wọ́n ti gbéyọ̀ sílẹ̀ sí àyà, tí wọ́n ti kí òun sí nímú. Òkú ọmọ òun ló dé wá bá. Gbà tó sì kó ṣe kankan wọn pé bàbá. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin abiyamọ tẹ́ ń criticize bàbá Mohbad, àfi k'Ọlọ́run dáríjì yín. Torí tẹ́ bá sọ ẹni tó bá sọ ọmọ, tí ọmọ bá ṣánkú mọ́ lójú, á mọ̀ nǹkan tí bàbá yẹn ń face. Lọ́mọ tó jìyà, tí ìyá ti fílẹ̀ tó ti ṣán lọ for years, tó jìyà tó dẹ̀ tọ́ ọmọ yẹn débi tí ọmọ yẹn dé. Pẹ̀láwẹ̀, pẹ̀ládùúrà, pẹ̀lú gbogbo everything. Ó wá débi tó dé yẹn tán, ìyá ẹ̀ padà sínú ayé ẹ̀ turn upside down. Obìnrin tó tún plant fún yìí, ìyẹn tí wá ṣe kíni ló wá ń turn gbogbo orí upside down. Lẹ́ni ìgbà tí yẹ kí bàbá tó jókòó kó máa jẹun ọmọ, gbogbo wàhálà tó ṣe lé lórí, kò wá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ fún bàbá. Abiyamọ wo ló máa fi inú fẹ́ dọ̀, ló máa fi súre fún irú ìyàwó bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn àbò fún irú obìnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Kò sí. There is none. Kò sí. Fact tó wà bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn. They never respected the man. Even Wunmi does not respect her father-in-law. Kò respect bàbá yẹn. Anyway, let's move on.
Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, ẹ kálẹ́. Àgbo ìbílẹ̀ solution lòun kí yín. Ẹ ṣé ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ Àgbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution, tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ mi lójú, tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ mi lọ́wọ́, tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ mi lára, tẹ́ ẹ nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi dénú, tẹ́ ẹ trust mi láti send owó sí mi láti bá yín ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ Àgbo Ìbílẹ̀. Ọmọ yín rèé, ọ̀rẹ́ yín rèé, àbúrò yín, ẹ̀gbọ́n yín, ìyá yín. Once again, Àgbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution. A tún wá sórí ètò Àgbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution láti wá polówó Àgbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution. Lórí Àgbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution, a ní 3-in-1 àgbo jẹ̀dí fọ́kùnrin. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ ńlá, a máa ṣe fún yín. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ 5 litre, a máa ṣe fún yín. Àgbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution leléyìí, 3-in-1 jẹ̀dí, ọ̀pẹ̀yìn àti alẹ́. A ní alẹ́ powder náà. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́, a ní alẹ́ liquid, a ní alẹ́ powder. Tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ ni la máa ṣe fún yín. So àgbo 3-in-1 òun leléyìí, ṣé ti rí? 3-in-1 yẹn leléyìí, ṣé ti rí? This is 3-in-1. So a ní àgbo oríṣiríṣi la ní. A ní àwọ̀ká, a ní which is táwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní arthritis. Àgbo arthritis leléyìí. Àwọn olólùfẹ́ mi kan ló leléyìí báyìí. Ṣé ti rí? Arthritis leléyìí, onírírẹ̀ leléyìí. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ oní 5 litre, a máa ṣe fún yín. So a ní oní sísè náà. Tẹ́nìyàn bá ra onírírẹ̀, ó gbọ́dọ̀ rò ní sísè tó bá jẹ́ pé ó ti wà worst. Torí tó bá ti bọ́ sọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yìn, tó ti bọ́ sọ́wọ́ ẹsẹ̀, tó jẹ́ pé ẹni yẹn ti fẹ́ máa tiro, ó ti fẹ́ máa dùnyàn jù, a máa ń ṣe òrí fún un, a ṣe ọṣẹ fún un, a ṣe àgbo rírẹ̀, a ṣe onísísè fún arthritis àwọ̀ká. Ṣé rí? Onísísè ẹ̀ leléyìí. Ṣé ti rí? Àwọn olólùfẹ́ mi kan ló leléyìí báyìí. Onísísè yẹn nìyẹn. A ní onísísè, a ní onírírẹ̀. So èyí tẹ́ ẹ bá ti fẹ́ ni òun la máa ṣe fún yín. Ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ Àgbo Ìbílẹ̀ Solution, tí obìnrin ò bá rí nǹkan oṣù ẹ̀, tí nǹkan oṣù ẹ̀ bá ń ṣe ségesège, a ní àgbo fún un. Àgbo period, láti jẹ́ kí period ẹ̀ wá regulate, kó wà normal, a ní fún un. A ní àgbo infection fọkùnrin, a ní àgbo infection fobìnrin, a ní àgbo high blood pressure, sísè àtọnírírẹ̀, a ní àgbo diabetes, sísè àtọnírírẹ̀. Èyí tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ ni la máa fún yín. A ní low sperm counts. Low sperm counts wọ oríṣi méjì ni. Tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ la máa ṣe fún yín. Onísísè wà, onírírẹ̀ wà. So èyí tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́, a dẹ̀ ló ní pamí náà, la máa fi pamí ṣe. So èyí tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ la máa ṣe fún yín. So a wá ní àgbo, ìyẹn tẹ́yin olólùfẹ́ mi mọ̀ nílé lóko. Fertility treatment wà very very important lára obìnrin. This is our fertility treatment. Mi ì tí yí padà yan ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ mi. Ọwọ́ ta ṣe ń lò náà la ṣe ń lò. Fertility treatment, this is part of that fertility treatment as well. Ẹni tó bá ti rà rí àmọ́. A ní fertility treatment fóbìnrin tó ń wojú Ọlọ́run, tó fẹ́ conceive. A ní tó dẹ̀ ń ṣe period. Because ẹ lè lo fertility treatment kẹ́ má ṣe period. Ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe period kẹ́ tó lo fertility treatment. Tí period yín bá 6, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ lo nǹkan tí period máa fi wá ná kẹ́ tó lo àgbo fertility. So ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ mi, ẹ kàn sí mi. Tí ẹ bá lè rán dádì wá, ẹ pè mí fúnra yín, ẹ explain, àjọ share ìfẹ́ tajọ ní fúnra wa, àjọ help ara wa. Ẹ̀yin náà dẹ̀ lè help mi, èmi náà lè help yín, a wà fúnra wa fún ni. So a ní nǹkan lóríṣiríṣi tẹ́ bá fẹ́. A ní ọṣẹ ìwẹ̀, òun ni mò ń lò, òun leléyìí. Àwọn olólùfẹ́ mi ti order lọ. Ṣé ti rí? This is 1 litre. So a ní kékeré, a ní ńlá. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ fi test, wọ́n lè ra kékeré, wọ́n lè ra ńlá. Kékeré ẹ̀ leléyìí. Ṣé ti rí? It's the black soap. Gbogbo nǹkan tá fi ṣe just a natural. Kò sí pé wọ́n mix chemical kankan mọ́. Everything is natural. Òun lèmi ń lò. Tẹ́ bá rójú mi, mi ì fi nǹkan kan sójú o. Ṣé ti rí? Kò sí nǹkan kan lójú mi o. No makeup, nothing. This is plain. Ṣé ti rí? Ọṣẹ yìí lèmi ń lò. So ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ mi, tẹ́ bá ti ready, ẹ kàn sí mi Àgbo Ìbílẹ̀ lórí SMC Arẹwà lórí YouTube. Nọ́mbà mi ò pé méjì. I'm still using the same number, 07063559591. Mo tún repeat ẹ̀, 07055559591. 07063559591. Nọ́mbà mi nìyẹn. a wá ní òrí fún àwọn ọmọdé tí irun wọn ń já àbáwọn àgbàlagbà tí irun wọn ń já tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo iwájú orí wọn torí wíìgì á ti já lọ, ẹlòmíì iwájú irun ẹ̀ máa ń já torí òtútù, a ní òrí yìí fún un. Ṣé rí òrí yìí, tẹ́ bá ti fi pa ó ṣiṣẹ́ gidi. Àwọn olólùfẹ́ mi dẹ̀ wọ́n ń béèrè sí i, lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ náà ń béèrè sí i. Ìta ní àti tà tán, a sì fẹ́ ṣe another one ni. Tẹ́ bá order ọjà lénìí, tẹ́ bá send owó lénìí, ọ̀la ọjà yín máa ti ready, and díìlì ọjà. So anything tẹ́ bá need, ẹ pè àgbo ìbílẹ̀ wà fún yín. So a tún ní sweetener fún ẹ̀yin obìnrin tó yẹ pé ẹ kì í feel sex. Tọ́ máa fọwọ́ kàn yín, ara yín ò ní fi. Bí àwọn dádì wa dẹ̀ ló ń fọwọ́ kàn yín débẹ̀ ni o, bẹ̀tẹ̀ a ní nǹkan tá máa fi help yín tó yẹ pé táwọn náà bá ń ṣe á dùn mọ́ wọn, á dùn mẹ́yìn náà. Ṣé ti rí? A ní powder sweetener. So eléyìí míìkì lẹ máa fi mu. Ó wà lóríṣiríṣi. A ní oyin, honey. So a ní sweet. Ṣé ti rí sweet wa lélẹ̀? A ní sweet. So tẹ́ bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí, a ní lóríṣiríṣi. Nǹkan tẹ́ bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí. A ní waist beads.